Welcome along then to the free-to-play account Thursday qualifying to bring you and hopefully get you through. We're recording this on Wednesday, but you're watching on Thursday, and we're going to hope to have a good round. Now, the free-to-play account, a little bit forgotten lately. Main reason being that Series 10 is now non-car related, so it's very, very difficult to race this account, and I'm kind of waiting for the next track rotation change. But here we are in the Williams Team Series event, and we are going all out into contender just to see what happens. Now, what are we running? This is what we have got. Bottas level 3, Albon level 5 are our drivers, and the car, we've got a good power unit set up, we've got a decent cornering set up, and a decent speed set up, but we're going to hope for the very best. It's going to be tough, it's going to be full of attempted two-stop strategies or one-stop, we'll find out. But let's give it a go already. Let's get straight into the action. It is race number 1. It is coming. And by the way, don't use Stormbringer. What was I thinking? Let's change that straight away out of the old speed, shall we? Because obviously it is Series 10. So we'll change that out. 116 qualifying. Probably want to get rid of that a little bit, but don't really have a lot else I could use on that front. Just to have a quick check. I think that is pretty much all I've got. We might be a bit low, but we'll find out. We'll run it and we will see what happens. But I'm sure there's nothing else. Series 10, that is Series 10 down there. Nothing on that one for speed. Turbojet's the fastest. Arc is for cornering. Yeah, I think this is literally our best one that we've got. Mac is obviously out there in Series 10. So, no, I think we'll go for this and we'll try and hang on to our socks. Hopefully. Let's give it a go. So, first race up, we have got a overtaking and speed circuit. So, we have got our speed setup. We have got our drivers. And we're going to hope for the very best. Let's see what we can do. Race number 1 is next. So here we go then, first race on the free-to-play account, and we're up against a 1002 team score. Expecting this to be ultra tough. We don't have loads of boosts, so it does make it a little bit more difficult. We have a number, don't get me wrong, but could be a lot better. We don't really have much race start to really help out. So let's see where we qualify, and we expect to qualify ahead because we've got decent qualifying. The problem is our car is pretty slow. Now, looking at one stop, two stops, probably going to stick both on a two stop here. Overtaking and speed. I mean, unstoppable is probably going to what I'm going to go on to. I mean, let's see if we can one stop this nicely, or even two. We're committing Albon to a two stop. Bottas could one stop. We'll see how he gets on from the start. Contender Series 9, we knew Bottas would get a poor start. Alex Albon takes a good start. And what we want to do now is absolutely put the pressure on early doors to see if we can gain positions. Now, Albon, can he get ahead into P6? Yes, he can. And into P5. They're making a good start already through Sector 1. We've got Danny Rick there with a high qualifying in P5. And Bottas trying to come through. So what do we got around us? Soft, high, medium and hard. So as we've done this bit, we will then just cut down. And we'll cut down with Bottas as well. So a good first lap. We're not a million miles away, you know. We could probably match out a one stop here. I don't want to risk too much. But I think a one stop could be on the cards. We've got Norris ahead of us. I mean, we're going to be pretty slow if we do. But, well, I'm not prepared to score 47 points, by the way. Absolutely not. We are just on about scoring. If I can get 35 points a race in contender, then I am game for that. As Albon then comes round. It's not far off, but I'm not going to risk it. I am going to commit to two stops. And hopefully we're going to be fine. We shouldn't lose too much ground. Now, Champions and Contender strategy guides do give away a one-stop. I just don't have the drivers at this stage. That is the issue that I have. So we're going to continue on with these. Hopefully we can get past some cars. Don't get delayed too much, as Albon just can't get past. But what about Bottas? Yes, Bottas can. Up to P3. Don't want to go hard. So I'm going to be too slow. I'd rather just lose a couple of points and score pretty well overall. Alex Albon boosted is going to help us a lot this week. And that is what we're hoping to do. We might be able to do free soft through the middle stint without pushing too much on Albon. Here is Bottas coming back out. I mean, he'll do 2 laps or we'll go to 1 here. Like a 3-3-1. We'll see how we get on. Don't want to double stack them though. But we're already onto the back of the field. P1, look at that from the Red Bull. It is Max Verstappen doing that one stop. We knew that was coming. We usually do like the one stop, but I'm just going to try something a little bit different today. And I am going to get another lap out of Albon, I think. Could have probably done the one stop with Albon. We're just going to gain a lot of power unit by doing this. Let's send Bottas to try and close down. Because P2 ahead of us isn't going to pit. But I'll take the points. All I got to do. And we are into P2. Albon, P4. Won't come too far out, by the way, here. Bottas is clear now as well. We're going to try something new. So 3-3-1 for Bottas. Very, very different strategy. That is for sure. We've never really done this one. It is more like a one-stop circuit. But we're going to try anyway. Bottas has got good pace. He's not going to have a lot of power unit to come back against the McLaren, though. We're never catching that Red Bull out front. He is ridiculously fast, Max Verstappen. But we will come in. With 1 lap to go, we'll drop to probably P3. Albon moves himself up to P6. Don't think we're going to catch the McLaren. We'll try. We'll absolutely try. And here is Perez. We're now past Perez. That is a back marker ahead of us. We're catching the McLaren. We're not catching him fast enough, though, I don't think. But P3, P4, oh, I will absolutely take that from a Contenders GP. I'm pretty sure one stop would have been too tough. Can we get P2? Yes, we can. What a run. We've done it. 2 stop worked. We're never catching the Red Bull. Look how clear they were anyway. But I tell you what, P2 and P4. Alex Albon, P3 on the line. Let's go. P2, P3, 45 points. From a contender race. Now that is unexpected. I didn't see that one coming at all. And I'm happy with the 2-stop, actually. 1-stop would work better, but I'm happy with the 2-stop. Something I like to try a little bit different. And when I do try different strategies, it is there to try and introduce them into our guides. Because obviously our guides are built on knowledge. And we have to try sometimes a little bit different. But there you go. It is. Job done in the first one. Decent level for the rival, but our speed, we didn't have a lot of it compared to our rival, but our qualifying helped us out massively. So race number 2 then, again, a team score that is higher than ourselves as we head off to Miami for the United States. And it's a race start and power unit driver, so Bottas might struggle a little bit here. Again, we have the option, 2-stop or 1-stop. That is going to be key. I think we're going to go... I think we'll just stick to 2-stop, sorry. Look at that, right at the back of the field this time as well because of our setup. Look at the difference. So I think we're going to go 2-2-3. I mean, it's going to be 2 seconds a lap quicker. Race start and power unit. I don't think I really have anything that is race start, power unit anymore. We are going to go to Pretzel. We're going to get some more tyres. Maybe we can sneak out a 1-stop on these boosts. So the reason I'm using this one is because I'm going to try and do a 1-stop. I think that's going to be beneficial. I don't have the boosts to be able to get this out perfect. But the question is, can we get an okay start? And tell you what, it's not too bad. We're up to P15. Make it a little bit better, P13. Now it could be high temperatures in this race. So what we've got to do is just watch out a little bit as we race. But we're into P15 and P12. Rival not pushing one bit. And Albon should nearly make the move. We'll keep an eye on the tyres. If we can do a one-stop, it's all about decision making. Let's find out. The weather is okay for now. I think we're good on tyres for Albon. Just on tyres. We could go 3 soft, 4 hard. Can we get a move? Oh, we can. It's 2 cars. We are through past 2. Up to P11. Beautiful move. Bottas just chilling in P16. We have got good power unit on this car. Where can we get to? Let's try and make a move. Past Piastri. Just can't get through. I'm going to cut down. I'm going to save the tyres. And then Albon's coming down the straight as well. Just lost a place. Or attack failed, sorry. Yeah. Albon 1 stop. Perfect. We've managed this one good. On to the hard tyres for Albon. Can push a little bit as well, to be fair. Bottas is okay. Can we squeak past Ocon? Yes, we can. So, good power unit levels. That is what we've got to attack with. As we enter the top 9 nearly, if we can get past George Russell. And we do. Into the P9. And past Bottas as well. P12. Again, just borderline tyres. Again, we'll probably go for mediums for Valtteri. Because he's going to run out shortly. And we can't really push him at all on this last lap. Just a little bit short. So we're going to just conserve him. I mean, he's up to P7. What do we got out there? Mediums are going to be a long way to go on their medium tyres for some of these cars. Albon is out into P12. Into P11. Now he's just got unlimited push with the tyres pretty much to the end. And he's up to P10. Gain some power unit back down the straight. Push into the corners. Bottas is up to P6 now. He's going to run out of tyres. He's probably going to lose a few places as well. Conserve. On the back of Checo. Can this be a good round of racing? We are certainly about to find out. Run out of tyres, but he'll make it back to the pits. Mediums to come as well. Not concerned about Albon's tyres as we move in to the top 7. Make it the top 6. Let's go Albon. And with cars ahead of us, softs to pit, mediums to struggle to the end, there's a chance of big points again. We started with good points. We're continuing with some solid points now. Push out of the corners. We'll close up on Norris. And we are right behind. And we're through into P5. Come on, keep going. Free to play is absolutely flying through. Down the straight. Still loads of power unit for Bottas. Tyres just about fine for Albon. We need to get Bottas through though. Into P10 he goes. Still can continue pushing. What do we got ahead? Mediums, whether they pit or not, I don't know. It'd be huge if they did. We've got Bottas now on behind P9 and P8. Push out the corners again. Will they pit? Mediums, softs will. Mediums, they're going to be a long way to go if they don't pit. They might just run out on the last lap. We're just going to keep pushing down the straight. And there you go, look at that. Into P3. Can we get ahead of the Red Bull? Yes, we can. Absolutely hammering Bottas. There's P7 in the pits. We've got P6 Checo Perez ahead of us. Any more moves to be made? Could we get P2 in this race? P2 is going to surely run out of tyres or be very close to. Bottas might be stuck in I think he'll be stuck in P6 for Bottas. There's a breakdown as well, but it is on P24. As now, into the final corners we go. We're going to push all the tyres. Can we take P2? Yes, we can. Can we hold on as we push to the line? Yes, we can as well. Bottas going to come home P6. It's another good race here in Contender. Where is this pace come from? 42 points. That is very, very surprising. And the rival has only just started the final lap with a late pit stop. P21 and P23. Suddenly, the Contender might be a little bit competitive. Where has the pace come from? We're scoring well. We are scoring. Oh yeah, scoring good. We'll show you what the rival had though when we compare. They had a higher team score, of course, so we just do want to check what they were running. You can see we were P2, P6. 42 points. Jeez, we've scored some big points. 1007 versus 1086. Drivers level 4 Bottas, level 7 Albon. We got upgrades to do, but we don't have the coins. And a decent power unit, but we got the strategy spot on. Of course, with a little bit of helper boosts too. So on to race number 3. We keep the same setup, the race start and the power unit, as we head off to the United States again and Austin this time round. Another little bit of a tricky track. Another one where we could decide 1 stop or 2 stop. Let's see where we qualify. Expect it towards the back though, if Miami was anything to go by. And yes, P18, P24. What do we do though? What do we do? I'm going to try a 2-stop, I think. Race start power unit, I've already kind of said we don't really have. Let's use some instinct and see if it does. The free boost, let's go. So we will find out. 1 stop or 2 stop for us on this current levels that we have. It's a good and an average. Can we make some places up though? Rival's got a beautiful outside line. That's going to be perfect for them. And we settle down. Early on, not having made many positions, but we're up to P18, P19. That's where Albon started. So, got to keep trying to get through. Inside line at this corner would be nice. It's not too bad. P16, going to keep pushing. Just while we've got this race start advantage. Rival now pushing as well, but we're up to P14, P13. We're going to have to definitely do a 2-stop on the tyre management. Hopefully the AI follow or use very slow tyres. And here we go, down the home straight, already P11. What is this at the back of the field from Valtteri Bottas? Hopefully we can gain him some positions later on. And again, coming through. Here we go. Is this the right strategy though? Oh my god, how have we just got pinned? Rival flies ahead. We will push a little bit, and then what we'll do is we'll try and save some power unit in this middle stint on the softs. As we do get up to P9 and into the pits. So really pushed quite a lot in this opening stint. And we are into P11. Long dive from the back up to P10. Unless this is going to play out a little bit towards the end, it's looking pretty tough at the moment. We're going to close in on Fernando. Just going to gain some power unit as we go. P9 Bottas. P16 for Albon. Obviously, if you've got different levels, different tyre management, you can do different strategies. But for us, yeah, we're quite limited. If we could get a load of coins, we haven't seen any claimed pit passes yet in the current club I've got. I mean, we're not far off 3 laps on the softs without pushing anything. We'll see what we can do. I don't want to double stat though. Bottas is out P15. Can he squeak into P14? He can. Albon can move up to P9 as well. Now we're starting to move forward. Let's go mediums for Albon. We're not going to risk it. We're going to get him in. Mediums will be okay. Not as many points at present. Bottas getting a little bit stuck. But he's up into P12. Albon pits for his final time. Bottas is P9. Albon's coming out in P13. Even 35 points is the aim. We told you that already. That is the aim. That's all we want to get. Could do another lap with Bottas, but I don't want to. Might as well make use of the tyres. As Albon just struggles to get past. But he's only P13. If he doesn't follow the line of Piastri, he might actually overtake him. And he has now overtaken. P12. For the final time, Bottas comes in. Going to be on soft tyres too. As we catch up Gasly. It's going to be hard to get anybody out front. Difficult track. But Bottas is out. And it's only P11. Don't think we're going to gain too many positions. Quite a few pit stops potentially at the front. Still to come. Bottas is flying along. There he is. Both in the same sector. Both pushing a lot. There is a car of McLaren in the pits. We might be able to get past him with Albon. And there's a move on Russell. McLaren just coming out. So P6 for Albon. He keeps that position too. Bottas is P9. About 35 points is the aim. We're currently on 35. Which is very, very nice. That would be good work if we can hold this out. Especially from the back. Maybe we could add some qualifying for the weekend. If needed. But coming around the final sector now. Bottas can absolutely push. There is no breakdowns, no run out of tyres, I don't think. Not that we can catch anyway. We are going to sneak P8. And around the final corner, it's a chase to the line. I will take that. That is 36 points from race number 3. And I think definitely we'll take some qualifying. I reckon in that one. Don't need as much power unit. We need to add a bit more qualifying to the setup. And I think we're going to be absolutely fine for that one. Good job. I'm happy with that result. Very happy with 36 points. Yeah, definitely when you look at the debrief screen, 171 power unit, wasted a little bit. Definitely going to try and reduce that down to, well, whenever we race that track next, or even any power unit circuit. So one more race to do, and that race is race number 4. Race start and cornering is a very difficult one. It is Japan. So let's keep our fingers crossed. So here we go then. Race number 4. We are off to Japan this time. And we're going to try and finish with a flourish. Now, the one stop I'm pretty concerned about my drivers. 4 medium, 3 soft, not possible. So 4 hard, 3 medium would be the alternative. But I just don't feel like I'm going to have the pace on the hard tyres. So maybe we'll go the 2. Now, race start cornering again. We're going to use a free boost. We'll use the ballast. And I have got race start cornering boosts, but we'll use the free ones for now. So for the final time in qualifying, can we 35 point aim is what we need. It's a decent start. Albon already into the top 8, make it the top 6. And Bottas not really got through as cleanly. He's stuck. You can see the difference in the starts. He's currently out there in P14. Hopefully he can make some ground. But already Alex Albon is absolutely making moves. Here he is into the hairpin. Going to cut down there. 2 laps, remember, on these soft tyres. Because we're not going to get 3. No way. So it'll be a 2 soft, 3 medium. 3 medium, 2 soft, 2 soft for Bottas. I think a lot of the AI will go for 1 stops. That's what's going to make it tougher for us. Yeah, Bottas, no chance of doing 4 medium, that's for sure. But we're into P3. We're going to keep pushing because we've got a stop coming up now as well. Into P2. And then we're going to use the 2 softs in the middle. So why do I use the 2 softs in the middle? To conserve, because we're on the faster tyre. That is why. Might as well conserve on the faster tyre and use the power unit on the slower one. But then Albon is going to come into the pits. And this is where the 2 stop's going to cost us, because we've got to do an extra pit stop. As we move into the top 11 with Bottas. Coming down the straight. A couple of cars in the pits, including our own. And we're out in P number 10. So P9, P10, with a stop already made. We'll try and just conserve a little bit with Albon. But it's not looking too bad here. We've got Albon already at 22% of the power unit. Obviously, the leader is already pretty much at the pit lane entrance. So we are not going to get ahead of him. As we would expect. They are a little bit too much stronger for us here. And then Albon, Bottas in. Albon continues. And he's not going to get into, obviously, the lead. But he's going to come back for mediums with some good power unit. Bottas comes out P11. And now we can try and gain with him. Tricky, tricky track is Japan. If you offered me 35 points now, I would absolutely take it and snap your hands off. But can we do better? Can we do worse? Either way. Bottas just getting slowed down by Hamilton. And Hamilton is on hards. So 4 laps on the hards. And now we get through. So again, next time round we'll pit. And we're up to P7. We've got Norris ahead of us. Looking a bit slower, Norris. And we're already past with Valtteri into P6. But he'll drop back behind. There's Gasly in P5. Up the inside at the hairpin. Both cars. Beautiful moves. Can we continue? No power unit, that's the problem at the moment for Bottas. But we'll hopefully gain some on the final laps. It's going to drop quite a few numbers back. Going up to be about P13. So 2 stops worked okay for Albon. Hasn't really worked okay for Bottas to this point. But Bottas has already moved himself, was to P5. Just lost back out there. And now he's back into P5. So P5 Albon. And here's an inside. Oh, I thought you were going to go up the inside there, Bottas. Not quite. Just struggling to get the moves done. P1's in the pits. P3 is in the pits. So we will get Albon at least past one more car. And Bottas still hunting down Stroll. Couple of cars in the pits. Moves Bottas up to P10. Don't think I'm going to gain any more. Albon's out of power unit. We're not going to gain that. Especially on this cornering circuit. We're coming up to the hairpin on this final lap. 35 points was the aim. We are on 36. Which is good. That's what we wanted. Any breakdowns would be nice, but we're not going to get it. So we're going to take away pretty much 36 points. We do close in on Alonso, but we're not going to gain on him. And we are going to come home for P10. So contender is complete, and I must say I am very happy with the round that we have put in. It's probably one of our best scores in contender, helped by the first 2 races. A little bit of learning from the power unit because we know that we can take a bit more qualifying to help us out. But what a run. Rival comes home P17, P18, just running out of tyres on the line. And we'll show you what the rival was running as well. 15 points. And that is... I mean, I wish I had some big race start boosts to really help me. Because I think... Oh, I should have showed you what they're running. Always forget. But it's okay. So at the moment... we currently take P2 in this qualifying round. It should hopefully see us through. We have scored very, very good points. For me, and that's what's the main important thing. 159 points after 4 races. And you can see there, it was 45-42. It gradually got worse compared to race number 1. But 45-42, 36, 36. It actually played out really, really well. And that's all we can really ask for. The free-to-play account delivers with a decent round in Contender. Who knows what the group will be like, but I think that's pretty much on track. We tend to score around 300 points in a Contender weekend. So really, that would put us on 318 if we doubled it to make 8 races. Can we do better? We'll find out at the weekend. But let me know how you've got on. But fingers crossed, this account could be looking actually alright.